So I joined Kappa Kappa Psi originally because I knew some people in it. I knew that it was like a close knit group of people, and I also just really wanted to find a different way to kind of like serve the bands and like insert myself in places and just help out.
I think with each passing year, we get members that are more and more interested and more service minded, which I really, really love to see. I think our chapter as a whole has really grown in maturity and goal setting capacity.
I feel like with each membership candidate class, we are just getting stronger and stronger and like more passionate about Kappa Kappa Psi and more determined to do things and, evolve as a chapter. So I think, that's something super exciting to look forward to see all of these classes coming together and putting their minds together to create a better Zeta Epsilon and a better chapter for this fraternity.
We have the potential to do a lot more than we have in the past, just with the new members that we've gotten, and the MEP has really helped us have some great discussion about leadership and musicianship and service, and each incoming class has really opened my eyes to sort of what we really could do as a fraternity with different projects and such.
Our service in the past has been really sort of more small things like trying to clean the practice rooms for instance, or just any sort of any small ways that we can help out.
We also help with the uniform team throughout the year, tagging uniforms and making the process go smoother because 300 uniforms, we dry clean them every week, and then it's just a really big task for the uniform team, which is comprised of like 2 to 3 people, to tag them all and organize them all. So we've been really helpful with that.
And going forward, what we really want to try and do is go more towards active service. So actively seeking out things that we can do. Hey, this is a problem. How about we go and fix that? Just trying for ourselves to find any little way that we can help out or make our presence known.
One thing that's unique about Zeta Epsilon is that we do put a lot of focus on our music college in particular, in addition to the marching band. And we have been trying to improve our inroads with the College of Music, building relationships with the administration and the faculty, and making sure that people who aren't participating in the marching and pep bands in particular still feel welcome in our chapter. That way we can have their input and make sure that we're reaching every area of musicianship on this campus and in this college and in this program.
Something that I've always prided our chapter on is the aspects of brotherhood and how we've been able to create a welcoming and positive environment. And I think that plays into our recruitment. This year we totally amped up our recruitment and we were really, really successful. We had 15 new brothers, which we were really excited about. We went and got ice cream, we had a bowling night, we had a spaghetti dinner, we did a joint recruitment event with Lambda Tau at Central Michigan University. We went to Uncle John's Cider Mill, which was really, really fun, and we got to have a lot of good bonding and brotherhood, and it's super great to meet people from around the district, especially when we have so many chapters so close with us. So membership and recruitment is a super important thing for us, and I think that we've really made some huge strides, and we continue to try to reach out into the community, and we want to go to high schools and get more people to recruit, not only for Kappa Kappa Psi in Michigan State, but also for the Spartan Marching Band and other organizations within the College of Music.
I just think Zeta Epsilon is really cool because we're very integrated into the Spartan Marching Band, especially. We've kind of grown up with the program. We were founded in 1971, and the Spartan Marching Band was at a good point in its life there, but I feel like we really helped elevate it to a new place in its history.
We take this big 300-person marching band and we make it feel like one family. Like, I've known these people for years, and it's only 1 week into the season, and I already have 300 close friends.
So for the Spartan Marching Band, some of the things we do, we run Sparty Watch. That's one of our big things, and we actually do it with our sisters in Tau Beta Sigma, with our twin Zeta Epsilon chapter, which is really cool. And through that, we kind of create a hospitable and social environment for all of the members of the Spartan Marching Band, and they all get together during the week before the Michigan football game. For those who don't know, it's a big rivalry week, and we're guarding the Spartan statue to make sure that enemy fans, so to speak, aren't vandalizing it or coming to cause a ruckus on campus.
Because the Spartan Marching Band is such a large part of what we do, I think we really create the whole family environment of of the marching band.
So things that we have include like care packs for freshmen, just to make sure that they have some things that might be necessary, such as sunscreen, chapstick, all of that. And then also some fun things like SMB water bottles and t-shirts. But overall, it's just providing a good environment and a way to get the freshmen to feel as comfortable as possible when they come into the Spartan Marching Band.
And I feel that Zeta Epsilon is responsible for a lot of the bonding and closeness that results from the preseason week and also from the season itself.
I just think we're really good at making an environment in which any brother feels safe in coming out and presenting an idea.
Really just having that sense of organic, like, brotherhood hangouts. We have a like group message, or if anybody's studying or just hanging out and wants some company or some friends, like, we turn to our brothers and ask them, like, are they okay? Like, would they want to hang out? And just always being there if they have something that, you know, they need to talk about, or have something they're struggling with, or, you know, personally or not. Because, I mean, you can't always choose what happens to you in life, but you can choose who you surround yourself with, and you can always turn to brothers.
I felt like I was a part of the group even before I signed any papers, before I got letters or anything.
Something that I think is really, really important, and I've always been really passionate about, is getting people involved in music. I was high school drum major, and I always felt that that was a really great outlet to get people excited and passionate about music, and I think that Kappa Kappa Psi is a similar platform. So I think working in membership and recruiting people to be a part of Kappa Kappa Psi and the potential that we have to serve the bands, serve the College of Music, and serve the Spartan Marching Band is really, really great.
I just love our chapter of Zeta Epsilon because it just really works with people and getting people to, you know, want to service the bands and want to do things and help people and help the College of Music and reach out and see what we can do to benefit our university.
I'm really passionate about looking towards the future, to seeing where we could go and how we could grow as an organization and doing more larger scale projects. I think our chapter is really, really great at doing little things that make people feel welcome, like doing Rice Krispie treats at the concerts, you know, setting up for campus band, that sort of thing. I think I would really love to see, and I think it's possible with everything that we've been, with the track that we've been on as a chapter.
Something that I'm really passionate about in Kappa and in general is storytelling. So being Kappa's historian, I often take pictures, I help produce the videos, as the one we're watching right now, and I also help clean the Kappa room, which sounds really boring, but so we're in the Kappa room right now. There's a bunch of really cool knickknacks and memorabilia from throughout the years, but the coolest part is being able to look back on our chapter's history, and that's something that we've always had strong roots in. My parents met in the Spartan Marching Band. My dad was a brother of Kappa. My mom was a president of Tau Beta Sigma, and so serving the bands has always been something that's been super important to us.
So I was really taken with the North Central District's mission statement of being Inspire, Ignite this year, because I felt it really fit with some of the things that we've been working on as a chapter. So especially with regards to trying to figure out ways to inspire brothers in any position in the chapter to find their own place and to find their own projects that they really are passionate about in the chapter, because sometimes with committees it's easy to just get so focused on just like that one committee's goal, but you might have this idea like burning in the back of your head if you really want to do it, and we're trying to empower brothers to take up on that idea and just run with it, and figuring out the best ways to help to plan that and to organize that in a way that pushes it so that it's successful.
I'm a firm believer in the power of grassroots ideas and passion and advocacy, as opposed to a more top-down directive style of leadership. And part of that is because in my conversations with brothers over the last few weeks, I have seen so many incredible ideas and so many people who are running for positions or not running for positions, who just want to serve in the position of brother, who come to me and say, hey, here's what I want to do. And I believe that leadership is a selfless act of getting out there and making those things happen and making those ideas work together.
It's just like how to inspire and how to get more people involved. I also talked about this with committee heads, because with committee heads it's very important since they're directly talking with a lot of people regularly, and they can inspire people and empower people to take up their own projects, even within the committee ideals, but just like understanding that. And then for the Ignite, it's just kind of getting a big fire burning within the brothers and their hearts for the purposes of Kappa Kappa Psi and the overall mission for music service for the university bands. That was a big push, especially I think during this past semester, of just being like, okay, we need to recenter, we need to find our goal, we need to find our purposes. And I think this semester we've really worked on recentering and finding that through rereading of the purposes. We did that in the executive board meeting. We talked about the 5 purposes, and just kind of doing development days and chapter discussions more regularly, and thinking about how those play more of a role in chapter development rather than structured business meetings that might kind of derail passion, so to speak.
I think something about Kappa Kappa Psi is that we're constantly trying to inspire people around us through our actions, how we can further do things, whether it's follow through, communication, working together as a team to make a bigger project happen.
So I really like Kappa Kappa Psi just because we're all about helping people, and specifically in the band world. Coming into college, I wanted to be a part of something bigger, some kind of group. And I know with band and my classes, it can be really busy, and what better way to do that than join a fraternity that is about band and servicing the bands.
Being able to inspire people through music is so gratifying and so important, and I think anything we do in music is going to make a difference in our chapter.